80 degrees in this room, so I am dying. So let's keep it going. Let's keep doing it. Doing the thing. All right. We're done. Can I go upstairs? No.
It's a nicely crafted bench.
Okay, so those are just everything. Bookshelf.
Ruminations on the Chaos Principle by Roar Augustanja. It's Obnaxis.
So I guess that's all I need to do here. Okay. So I probably have to go wander around town to find what's-her-face. Let's go to the pier. Who are you?
Assorted cargo.
No, that's not assorted cargo. Who's this? Who's that? Who is that? Sadly,
Looks like a lifetime at sea has left its tracks on it.
Better a lifetime at sea than a day in a dress and a brassiere.
sadly, listening to this guy was actually more interesting than listening to Abraxas, whatever the frick his name is.
Hello again, old man.
Eh? It be you.
Oh boy, gotta wait for him to get up. Hang on. Oh, he's gotta get his pipe when he talks to me.
See you later.
If I not be dead, aye.
He won't be dead. You can't smoke your pipe and do nets? What? Okay. Oh, that's where the small pier is. Ship. Huh. Alright, so we got a couple of loose ends that we have to figure out how to combat. Oh, let's go over here. Go back to the temple. And we'll talk to what's-his-face about the dragon and stuff.
Good morning,
Vestrum Tobias. Okay.
Why, it's April, my friend from Stark. Have you come to visit us again?
So it appears. I didn't exactly come here by choice this time, though.
Oh? How so, if I may ask?
In a weird and twisted way, it's nothing out of what's become the substitute for ordinary in my life. One second I was in my room in Newport. The next, I was in a dark alley in Mercuria.
You must have opened a shift while you were sleeping. Good. This means you are learning to harness your magic.
Woo!
Yeah, I guess, except I don't think I'll be able to get back home again. And this time my mentor, Cortez, has no idea that I'm here.
Ah, but I'm sure you will find a way to channel and control your power soon. In the meantime, is there anything I can do to help?
Maybe? Disc.
I need to locate the disc that unlocks the Guardian's tower.
The disc that is the key? Yes, it is needed. It might even restore balance, provided the new Guardian accompanies it to the tower, of course. But you wish to find the disc yourself?
I have to. Cliché or not, it's our only hope.
You do this often then? You know, save worlds?
No.
It's an expression. Heroism in my world is more of a cliché than anything else.
I do not understand, but then I am merely a servant of the balance, while you are more. But yes, the disc. As I told you once before, when the Earth was divided, and the realm of the Guardian created, a disc was forged in the Well of Making. The disc was to serve two purposes: as a key to the Tower of Balance should it become necessary to enter it in the Guardian's absence, and as a replacement for the disc that is already in the tower should it be broken. The tower is now abandoned and locked, and the old disc shattered.
That sucks.
I do think the time is right for the second disc to be brought forward and used.
Yeah, I'd say so. And where do I pick that up?
Where is the disc now?
At first, more than 12,000 years ago, it was kept in the open, at the Sentinel Enclave outside Marcuria. However, when thieves attempted to make away with the disc, it was taken away.
Why?
So that the 4 parts of the disc could be divided amongst 4 of the magical people of Arcadia. People who would have nothing to gain from the balance being compromised.
It's very dialogue heavy. Basically, thieves tried to steal the disc, so they hid it away. Is what I'm understanding.
What people were the disc divided amongst?
This I cannot tell you. I am not sure anyone remembers now. But it would be in the scriptures, I am certain.
What scriptures?
The scriptures of the balance. There are 13 of them. 13 is a strong number, rich in tradition, and... Did you know the Ireed High Council consists of 13 ministers? No, of course you don't. 13 was also the number of the fathers who begat the Sentinel, and who built the Tower of Balance.
And she knows that something has happened to Cortez. Well, not necessarily. Maybe she doesn't know, but she is very uncertain of her powers, so now she's kind of left to like fight for herself. And because she has no idea where Cortez is, makes the situation more dire, so she has to complete what she can in this world while she has time in this world, because the end of the world is coming. So she's just better utilizing her time and trying to figure out where the hell this freaking disc is and shit. Basically, it's just it's a lot of going back and forth and talking and learning, and she's still a noob for sure.
Where can I find the scriptures of the balance?
Pay a visit to the Sentinel Enclave, located outside the city to the east.
Okay.
The great library of the Enclave contains every book ever written by an Arcadian minstrel, and most others as well. Speak with Minstrom Yerin, the keeper of books. Tell him I sent you.
Okay. So I can go there.
I need to find the entrance to the Guardian's realm.
There is one.
Indeed,
you are
Mooey.
right in that, but where I would not venture to guess. In the past, when the time came for the Guardian to step down and another to take his or her place, the Guardian opened a gateway wherever it was needed. A Guardian, still in full control of the balance, can invite anyone in and let anyone out. But with the Guardian gone, the only way in would be the point where the divide was first created, where the tower was built.
Isn't that location written down somewhere?
Remember that this was done on the old Earth before the divide. After the divide, after the creation of Stark and Arcadia, places were shifted about. This entrance may not even be on the ground anymore.
What do you mean?
It could be up there, in the sky, or far below us, through the crust of the Earth into the molten depths below. I cannot say, and I do not know anyone who could.
It'd be great if it just turned out to be, oh, and it's right outside that door, right over there. Okay then, we're good. Pretty much. That's pretty much it.
Isn't there any way to locate the entrance to the Guardian's realm?
Perhaps with careful investigation of the old texts, histories of Arcadia, of the Divide, the scriptures. I do not know, April, but it cannot hurt to look.
And what have you spent your entire time doing?
You will find these texts at the Sentinel Enclave. Speak with Minstrom Yeren.
Like, why don't you know this shit? Like, why? If you're the guardian of the balance, why the fuck do you not know what's going on?
I need to locate the 2 dragons that reside in Arcadia.
The Drykin?
Yes.
What's the difference?
Dragons is a word from your world. The kin are not what they have become in your legends and fairy tales.
But they're real, aren't they?
Oh, as real as you and me, April. And old. They have been here since before our time. As you probably remember, the kin were instrumental in the Divide, saving mankind from a terrible end.
Dragon saved us.
But
awesome.
I know so little. Only what I can remember from my studies when I was a minstrel at the Enclave.
Well, dude, you gotta brush up on your skills. You're like 40. You can't always retain information from when you're 10. My god.
How can I get more information on the Dratkin?
Books, daughter, books. The wisdom of the ages. There is one tome you should study, called The Secrets of the Drykin, by Minstrom Elniak. It is old but informative, and it captures the imagination.
Because I have time to read books.
Where can I find this book?
Again, you will find these texts at the Sentinel Enclave. Speak with Minstrom Yeren.
Okay. I need help getting back home.
I need help getting back home.
Unfortunately, I'm in no better state today to help you shift than I was the day before yesterday. You are the one with the talent, and so you must learn to use that talent.
My god.
Thank you, Tobias.
Good to know I could help you, April.
Jeez, if only we could find a YouTube video how to use our powers, right? Don't you know that nobody knows what's going on? Nobody! Nobody understands anything. Everyone just... It's kind of like the real world. How you're like... You work in the meat department, and someone asks you where broccoli is, and you're like, oh, I don't know where broccoli is. I don't know anything about broccoli because I specialize in meat. So then you have to go and talk to a bunch of different people to find the person who knows where the fuck the broccoli is. It's so dumb. Just know your shit. Help other people. Oh look, a new place. Ooh, it looks interesting. First things first, I'm gonna read this. Monday. I have no concept of what the Arcadian or Mercurian calendars is like, but at home it would be July 31st. Come to think of it, what year is it here? Anyway, that's not really the reason I'm writing an entry in my diary. Tobias told me about a library where I may be able to find some answers. The library is at the Sentinel Enclave, just outside of town, and I'm supposed to speak with a minstrom named Yeren. He's the keeper of books or something like that, which probably translates into the equivalent of a librarian. I love how dumbed down her diary entries are. It's just like, I think this is what's going on, but I don't know. So, save that there. That is a very tiny little area.
It's a circular hollow about 20 centimeters across and about 5 centimeters deep.
Okay.
The dragon's mouth is pointing straight down at the middle of the floor.
Is this a puzzle? Do I have to open this via a puzzle?
emerald green, teeming with life and carrying the pleasant, salty scent of distant shores.
Okay.
It's a small recess about the size of my fist, with a thin duct extending from the recess to the circular hollow in the middle of the floor. There are 3 others just like it, arranged with equal distance to each other in a circle, and all connected via a duct to the center of the floor.
This looks like a...
It's a small recess about the size of my fist, with a thin duct extending from the recess to the circular hollow in...
Let's go downstairs. There we go. Because she was just going to say the same thing over and over again for everything. Oh, the music! It's so loud! Okay.
It's one of the Sentinel Minstrel.
Okay.
Oh,
Huh.
oh, goodness me.
It's like, oh my god, someone's here! Nobody's
By the
ever
way,
here.
You haven't seen Volume 6 of the complete annotated history of the Northlands, have you? I could have sworn it was here yesterday.
I just
Sorry,
walked in
no.
here.
I guess someone else must have taken it. I try to tell them to write down what they borrow on the list, but they never listen. Only last week I spent 3 hours searching the entire Enclave for the second scripture of the ballads, the scripture of song, before I realized that Vestrum Tobias was studying it back in the city.
God damn it, Vestrum.
Now, such incidents could be avoided if only, and this applies to you too, young lady, people would sign out the books they borrow when they borrow them, and sign them back in when they're done.
And that's why we have the library
Such a
system.
simple procedure. It shouldn't take more than a few seconds to jot down your name and the name of the book you borrow. It makes my job so much easier. Now, which book did you want me to find for you?
Are you Minstrom
Are
Yaren?
you Minstrom Yaren?
Yes, of course. What a silly question.
How would I know? I don't know you.
I am Minstrom Yeren, keeper of the great library of Marcuria. In fact, this is the greatest library of all the Northlands. Perhaps of the entire world. Although they say the Dark People have a library as big, if not bigger, than this one. But of course, we're not allowed anywhere near there. Have you been there?
But we're not allowed there.
What a silly question. Of course you haven't. You're not of the Dark People, are you? You don't look like any Dark People I've ever seen, so I can't see how you could possibly...
No, I'm white people.
Now, where did Volume 6 disappear to?
Now you know why librarians are always crazy.
Tobias said I should talk with you.
Tobias? Vestrum
Oh my
Tobias?
god.
I haven't seen him for... Well, he was in last week, but before that it must have been days at least. How is he? Still eating enough for 2 mules? I must tell you of this funny story I heard the other day.
He
Of how
is.
Vestrum Tobias eats enough for a table full of minstrum. Or was it one Elguan? Although the Elguan don't as a rule eat very much at all.
Dude, just answer the question.
You know that the Elguan can smell water more than half a day's journey away? Amazing, amazing creatures, perfectly suited for life in the desert. The balance provides, that's for certain. The balance provides.
This is obnoxious number 2.
Vestrum Tobias recommended that I look at some books.
Books is what we do best here at the Enclave, that is for certain. Which book would you like to see?
I'm looking for a story called The Silver Spear of Gorimon.
Yes, a fanciful tale if I ever saw one, but a charming one. Did you know that I'm often paid visit by adventurers wishing to read everything available on the spear, so that they too could set out on their foolish quests?
I do know.
Yeah, don't you just hate those adventurers?
Well, they pay for my bread, milk, and butter with their contributions to the coffers, so I shouldn't be too critical of them. But
True.
they care not
You have a
about the
point,
books.
Foxy.
They care only about what the books can give them.
I care. About the books, really.
Right.
I can tell. So, the Silver Spear of Gorimon, then?
Oh, look, it's right here on this chair. Oh, no. My God. This is like the slowest part of the game.
I did find something of interest. I'll leave it here for you to read.
Wait, you opened it for me and now you're making me read a part? The hell, man? Have you read all these? The Silver Spear of Gorimon. In the glory days of Bakshava, before the drought, when Gorimon was the greatest city in the known world, the Parich of Bakshava decided to forge the most powerful weapon in the world to challenge the mighty White Dragon. The Parich had grown greedy and bored, his treasure hold filled with the riches of the world, and he desired nothing except one thing he could never have, the unborn daughter of the White Dragon, the fairest, purest, most beautiful creature in the universe. He asked the White Dragon for her daughter's hand in marriage, but she had refused, scolding him for the insolence and warning him to keep his distance from immortals. And so the Parich, oh, is it Peric or Parish? I'm just going to say Parish. So the Parish sought the advice of a mighty sorcerer, dark and cruel Eos, to learn how to kill one of the Drake kin. The sorcerer told the Parish of the white silver of Mount Tyranny, the strongest substance, we're talking about drugs here, substance in Arcadia, and how it could be forged by magic to kill even one of the kin. The Parish ordered his army to go north across the ocean and bring back enough white silver to shape a weapon. When his men returned with the rare metal, the Parish ordered the finest blacksmith in Bakshava to his castle, where Eos the sorcerer cast a spell to create an unholy forge. 10 days and 10 nights it took before the exhausted blacksmith could present a tall spear to his emperor. But before the spear could be used to kill one of the kin, it had to be bathed in blood, beheading the poor blacksmith and the soldiers who had retrieved the white silver from the Mount Teeny. The Parish's private bath was filled with their blood. So wait, he made the blacksmith make him a spear and then killed the blacksmith and then bathed the spear in his blood? This just got really dark and weird. As he dropped the silver spear into the red bath watched over by Eos, a terrible scream erupted. A steam rose up in a red, foul-smelling cloud, and when the steam lifted, the blood was all gone, and the spear was glowing in a deep red color. With the terrible weapon now ready to be wielded, the Parish issued a challenge to the White Dragon to either surrender her daughter to him for marriage or to suffer a painful death at his hand. Enraged, the White Dragon refused him yet again and flew to meet the Parish, his sorcerer, and his thousand-strong army on the green fields outside Gorimon. Of the magical silver spear she knew nothing, and the Parish kept it wrapped in cloth by his side. "Bring your forces around, Parish," warned the White Dragon. "If you do not, I will lay waste to them all. I wish my men no harm," lied the Parish, "for this is between the two of us." He then rode forward alone and dismounted his horse, but stayed within reach of the spear. The White Dragon landed before him, and she said, "You are brave to face me like this when you know you cannot harm me." Then the Parish raised a hand as if to greet her, but was instead signed to his sorcerer, the terrible Eos, who cast a mighty spell to hold the white dragon while the parish drew his silver spear. The white dragon fought bravely, and she was close to escaping the sorcerer's magic, but the parish was quick, and he thrusted the magic spear into her chest. She screamed in pain and anger, and the sorcerer's spell could no longer hold her. Rising on her beautiful wings, blood pouring down on the land below, she cursed Bakshava, her parish, and her people for all time. Wherever the white dragon's blood fell, the land turned arid, and the grass became sand. The parish sent his army to follow the white dragon and to bring back her egg, but the drought grew, and within days, the once proud empire of Bakshava was turning into a desert. Then followed a fierce storm that tore across the land for 100 days and nights. And when the dust settled, there was nothing left of Bakshava but 2 coastal cities and a few scattered oases. It is said that the buried ruins of a lost capital, wrapped in the arms of Parish, who dared tested the immortal, rests the silver spear of Goramon.
Are you done? Let me take that back for you.
Oh, by all means. Get it away from me. Okay, let's speed this up. Okay. Talk.
Oh.
I have
It's
not
you again.
left.
You gave me such a fright.
I just was here.
Could I see some more books?
Oh, certainly. What a silly question.
I don't think I want to read any of the others. Just
I'm looking for
this
some
one.
information, but I'm not sure which book to ask for.
No matter. I know a great deal about most of the books in here. What topic intrigues you?
About the Dreadkin, the 4 magical people.
I need to find out which 4 magical people of Arcadia were given a piece of the stone disc that serves as the key to the Guardian's realm.
The stone disc of the balance, yes? Yes. There could possibly be something on that in... let me check. Just one moment.
Oh, man. Speed this up a little bit.
I did find something of interest. I'll leave it here for you to read.
Okay. Chapter 16 in the 8th scripture, the scripture of breaking, regarding the disc of balance and the events that came about when the disc was broken. The scriptures tell us that the disc was kept at the Enclave for many thousands of years, safely guarded from any threat by the respect held by every man and woman for the authority of the fathers. But with descent came disobedience, and disobedience brought immortality, and immortality beguile theft. Tyrant soldiers aided by sentinel traitors attempted to make away with the desk. We're looking for a disc, but we were thwarted. But we're oh god, I can't fucking read. I'm so tired. Okay. Okay, fidget spinner activate. Make away with the disc, but were thwarted by the White of the Kin herself, intervening, although forbidden to do so on behalf of the fathers. The disc was brought safely back to the Enclave, but the threat would linger in the minds of the Minstrum and the Vestrum. So it became that the disc was melted in the forge of the dragon's mouth, shaped into the elements of 4 magical people, and given to these respective people for safekeeping until such a time when it was decreed that the disc should be whole. 1 stone to the gentle souls that sing in the dark and shape the earth between... I can't fidget spinner and... their toes. 1 stone was the watchers of the woods, the ones who were outside. 1 stone to the 2 that make one of air and of sea, and 1 stone to the keepers of the dark flame, the eternally dark, the mariners. When the time comes for the disc to be whole again, One person will make a journey to the four who hold the pieces, and the pieces will be given willingly, because there will be no doubt to the righteousness of this person. Okay, so I just have to go, yo peeps, I'm looking for the disc, and they're like, oh, we knew you were coming, so here you go, and we all live happily ever after, and we fidget spin. Fidget spin forever. Good.
Are you done?
Yes, take it. Go away. Okay. Oh,
Goodness.
he is a walking Google. You are right. I don't want
I'll see you
to
later.
talk to any. No,
Yeah.
I don't want any more books. I can't. What is this?
It's a pool of seawater. You'd think that it'd be a bad idea to have a pool inside a library on account of the moisture. But I guess magic makes everything possible.
What do I need from here? What am I doing? Why do I need water?
The water's pretty cold.
Okay. Why was that important? Why do I need water? Can I use my... Boom. No? There's a wheel here. What does the wheel do?
It's stuck.
Okay. That's just the pool. Okay then. Oh. Oh, never mind. I thought that was something shiny. So... I've learned really nothing, so do I really have to sit here and read more books? More books!
I'm looking...
No.
Learn more about
I'd like to
dragons.
Oh, yes, yes. We have some...
Okay. Do 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 do.
I did find something of...
Okay, let's go read this. See what this is about. Secrets of the Drake Kin by Minstrom Eliak. Forward. The Drake Kin are known by many names throughout the Twin Worlds. In All Tongue, they are often referred to as Draken. In some variations of Low Tongue, Draken. In the Southlands, the word Dragich refers specifically to the winged lizard shape traditionally associated with the kin. In Irad, the eternal spirits of the kin are simply called Drak, regardless of their current shape. In Stark, most cultures refer to the kin as dragon, Drage, Drach, Dragoni, although this usually refers only to the winged lizard shape and not to the spirit inhibiting this shape. In fact, while in Arcady, the kin are respected and revered as eternal spirits with great significance in the balance and the all. In Stark, the kin are mostly creatures of mythology and fairy tales. However, in some Stark legends, the scriptures, notably the Christian Bible, the name dragon is associated with the forces of evil, and thus the religious connotations do seem to have carried over in a somewhat distorted form. Who or what are the Draken? Why not ask who is the creator, or what is the all? Questions thus asked will remain in perpetuity unanswered, for they are in truth unanswerable. To condense all knowledge of the creator into one answer is futile, as is any attempt to define the all without describing every single element that makes up the all. So also with the Drake kin, we cannot answer who is the kin or what is the kin, but we can provide some answers to the simpler questions, the questions that deal with what we see and hear and feel, and what we have been told by the kin themselves. Answers that together may give us, if only the faintest hint of the whole truth, then at least some indication of who or what the Drakekin are. Born of the emptiness between the stars, reads the 11th scripture of the balance, the scripture of time, shaped in unison with the all, part of the all, yet outside the all. Drakekin, note the ancient high-tongue variation of Draken. Why so many variations and interpretations of the Drakekin from culture to culture? The kin have always been shrouded in mystery, and from mystery rises legend and myth. The kin seem content to be seen as nothing but tall tales and figments of a bard's fertile imagination. So nobody knows who the fuck they are? You could have just said that in like 3 sentences, but sure. Whatever. Good. Great. Awesome. Okay, so... Oh, you scared me. More books. The history of... Oh, let's read actually about... We'll go down the list. History of Marcuria. Skipping through this because he takes ages.
I did find some.
Okay. Let's see the history of Marcuria. Travels in the Northlands by Germain the Discoverer. The first part. In my many years as a traveling poet and bard, I have journeyed far and wide across the fair realm of Arcady, and I've seen sights most people have not dreamed. I have stood on the magnificent and terrible southern capes in the midst of winter when the storms are at their fiercest, while waves as tall as the towers of Altaban washed over my frozen body. I have witnessed the monstrous beasts that lurk in those dark and deadly waters of the south shall swallow... Wow. Ja. Good night, Bowie. Save yourself. The south swallow brave galleons whole. Creatures the size of mountains that with a flick of a tail can touch the depths of the sea and the stars themselves. I have crossed the great ocean from north to south and from east to west, and in the course been stranded on desert islands, with no sustenance but what I could gather from the sparse vegetation for months at a time. I have ridden the giant Elgwan across the Chicangriel, the wasteland, from Altaban to Monterba, and further south where the Turuk, the oasis, are few and far between, and I have seen the shifting dunes above the ruins of Goramon, precious jewel of the Bakshavan. Empire concealed for centuries by the coarse and treacherous sand, and have journeyed far west, carried on goodwill and destiny by shadow ships, to the strange and unknown cliffs of a world unseen by most, a world of an unfamiliar tongue and customs, a world of great wonder and mysticism. I have seen all of this and more, but the fairest sights still I have seen in the lands of the north, from Ariad to the border mountains, from Tyron to the Bay of Fire. No sight can ever compare to dawn at Mount Tiani, looking out to the plains of Nedra, where the wild stallions run free in the thousands, and to look on the city of Coruscant in the Pearl of Fire, while the boiling sun sets in the ocean beyond, the slow waves reflecting dark yellow and red as they lap slowly upon the sandy shores, is an experience truly measured and never forgotten. These lands are blessed by the Creator, shaped by men, yet wild and free and fertile, home to the greatest cities and the most precious sights and the most cultured and civilized people in Arcady. Of all the fires I have rested my weary legs by, of all the taverns where I have learned the legends of tale spinners and memorized the songs of bards, of all the lands where I have wandered from city to village, is to the Northlands I return time and time again to learn evermore. Join me now, for I will evoke you in the very emotions I first experienced when visiting the sights and treasures of the northern lands. Join me, and I will surely bring you there to the exotic midst of the blessed land, and you will pine for its rugged coast and green woods and its hardy people, and like me, you will never rest until you can return to yonder shores. Marcuria, O Marcuria, thou unkept diamond of capitals, thou art by truth the fairest, thy counsel many seek, for knowledge kept within its centuries, sought and gathered by men wiser than the ages, though brought hither by word of mouth. Marcuria, change thou not the course of war. Between thine people, diplomat, wise men, magician, all this and more, thou hast without equal the mark of merit and virtue. Written by Gemine Earthrin, the poet. The august capital of Ariad, the unified country, Marcuria lies on the hardy southern coast of the Northlands, halfway between Tyrant and Coruscant. It is a port of call for merchants, traders, and adventurers, and pilgrims from all four continents. A place of commercial and diplomacy for millions of humans and other species. Ariad is a strong and proud land perched between the plains of Nedra to the north and the land of the Tyrant to the west, the great sea to the south and the forests of the Northlands to the east, and inhabited by humans. Dalmari, Tyran, Mole People, and Venner. Ariad was former after Marcuria emerged as a major center for diplomacy and trade, and became the banner under which the surrounding lands united as one. Ariad is a democracy currently led by the Chief Council of the Ariad Flag, Lord Yagavendelin. The High Council, composed of the ministers who govern by representation, resides in the Marcurian Hall of Assembly, flanked by the palace and the barracks. The Aridesi are traditionalists, and their form of government has barely changed over the last few millennia. In High Tongue, Ariad means unification or assembly. Marcuria is one of the largest cities of Arcadia, the capital of Ariad, and the center for trade. Diplomacy and cultural diversity, populated by a large variety of races, from human to Venner, Marcuria has grown from its origins as the birthplace of humanity to a city for all Arcadians, and the hub of the civilized world. Founded 20,000 years ago at the shore of the then unconquerable ocean, it is first known permanent settlement of the emerging human race. Initially left to its own devices by more developed races, Marcuria grew large and fat and wealthy. With newfound confidence, it passed through a period of expansion which gained it a reputation and a merciless aggressor, which soon brought violent attention from the Tyrant in the west and the Dolmari in the north. After years of war, Marcuria was decimated and subsequently rebuilt without sufficient reinforcements to weather attacks from both sea and land. Peaceful times followed, whereupon Marcuria settled into the role as it's in today's Arcadia. Although all surrounding areas fall under its jurisdiction, there is sufficient self-governing and few central taxes to appease all but the most disgruntled. The huge areas of farmland around the city benefit from the well-kept roads, markets, and the busy exports of the other lands. Nearby villages benefit from the military might of Marcuria, protecting them against roving barbarians and the Tyrant armies, and Marcuria also provides the people of the Northlands with one of the best and busiest ports in Arcadia, allowing travel to distant destinations around the world.
Are you done?
Yes, I'm done. Take it away from me. Oh my god. Whew. Okay, that was really heavy. Really heavy. Let's see. Of course not. Let's save that because I'm not going through all that again.
It's a map of the Northlands. I'm supposed to deliver this to, Tunlyak, staying at the Journeyman Inn.
Okay, so I have to... I shall leave, because I think I'm done right now.
The dragon's mouth is pointing straight down at the middle of the floor.
Oh, is this where we need blood or something? To do something with it?
It's a small recess about...
That's water. Stone dragon. Okay.
Some kind of sandstone, very malleable, but also very vulnerable to the elements. These cliffs probably have huge, naturally formed caves and tunnels.
Okay.
It's a stone dragon gazing down into the center of the dome like it's guarding the entrance. It's a magnificent piece of work.
I don't see dragon. I don't see dragon on this. I see like spider or frog or something. I do not see dragon. Okay. Let's go in here, see if there's
Back rooms are both empty.
is there someone here? Does not appear to be so. Let's go back to him.
Hello?
More
I have
questions?
some more.
Shoot.
Did you ever hear a story about a god who fell from the sky?
Stories aren't my thing, April. You should visit a library. I'm sure you'll find some stories in the books.
I read
Several
books.
libraries somewhere near the city. I've also heard rumor of people with wings who do nothing but observe and record history through stories. But I don't know if that's all it is. A rumor.
People with wings.
Still, if you're looking for stories, it may be wise to check it out and see if you can find them.
Okay.
What did you say about the flying people?
They're supposed to be great storytellers, and they've been observing this world for very long.
Okay.
I don't...
Very.
Thanks, Mr. Westhouse.
Always.
So Brian Westhouse just told me something I should remember. He said that he's heard stories about a winged people who observe and record history. If they've got records going back thousands of years, maybe they know something about the whereabouts of the disc, the jewels, or even the entrance to the Guardian's realm. It's definitely worth checking out. Okay, so go back to this, back in here, down here, talk to him. Boo, I scared you.
Oh, good.
More books, flying people.
I'm looking...
No.
Yes.
Are there any books about flying people who observe and tell stories?
Winged storytellers, hmm? Let me see what I can find. Hold on.
Okay, so there.
I did find something of interest. I'll leave it here for you to read.
All right, reading time again.
The island of Elias, near the Bristol
Oh,
Atoll.
sweet.
Maybe I should try to go there.
Sweet! Triggered something. Alatine. A crafty winged people who have recently dwindled in numbers and whose ability to fly long distances has been steadily diminishing over the past few centuries. The Alatine are known for their ability to remember and tell stories from before the dawn of mankind and up to the modern events. The largest known tribe of Alatine, with whom traders have occasionally contact, resides on the otherwise uninhabited island of Alais in the... Oh god, this is so hard to pronounce everything. Bristol Atoll. Okay, so at least that was short.
Let me take that back for you.
Thank god that was short. Okay, so I have another place I can go to. So, back here. April's diary. And then next, I went to the library. Yes, me, imagine that. To look for some information about those flying creatures that Brian told me about. And with the Minstrom Yaren's help, I found just what I was looking for. They're actually called the Alatine, and there's a tribe of them living on an island south of here, Elias, which is such good news considering how much I love water, and that was my sarcastic voice, by the way. Now, who do I know with a ship? Okay. So let's save. Ship. Talk
Hello.
to you.
Do you know anything about a god that fell from the sky into the sea?
Of course. You find fallen gods most everywhere these days. They're an air and a hand.
Really?
No, of course not. There are no fallen gods in the sea. It wouldn't make much sense, would it? If the sea was full of gods just lying about the seabed.
So you've never heard of such a thing happening?
Now you got it.
Okay. How about Elias?
Do you know the island of Elias?
The vacation paradise of the ancient Delmari? Certainly.
How do I get there?
It's near the Briston Atoll, but boats rarely travel directly to Briston from Marcuria. You'd have to travel via Guyenne.
Okay. Can you give me a lift?
Can you give me a lift to Guyenne on your ship?
There are 3 problems with that scenario.
No wind.
Number 1, there's no wind.
You need
so we
money.
can't set sail south. Number 2, I lost my navigator a few weeks past, and I have yet to find his replacement. And number 3, you're a woman. We don't let women on board the White Dragon.
Racist.
Isn't that a bit
Sexist.
sexist?
Sorry, sexist, not
Sexy
racist.
is just what I worry about. What with a boat full of men being out at sea for months at a time?
Yeah.
Not sexy, sexist.
I'm a sailor, girl. What do you expect? Good bedside manners?
Yes. I really appreciate it. Also, don't rape me.
I'd really appreciate it if I could hitch a ride with you to Guyenne.
Ain't gonna happen. Sorry.
Okay, so I have to find him stuff.
Bye.
Wow, what a dick. Okay, so chances are I think I'm gonna need to get this guy on the small pier, but I'm also gonna have to get his bird.
Hello again, old man.
Eh?
Do you know the island of Elias?
Aye, I be knowing lots and lots about the feared Isle of Elias.
It's feared? How?
Because it be a place of cannibals.
You really don't know anything about the island of Elias, do you?
No, I do not.
Do you know how I can get passage on a boat going south?
Aye, coin be the way, as me beloved wife always be saying. 'Course she'd be running off with a wealthy merchant while I be away at sea. Women, never trusted one I didn't pay for again.
I
Wow.
don't have much coin at all.
And I be at a loss, as do ye, unless...
What?
I need coin to travel in a boat unless... what?
Unless I be calling in a favor with the good Captain Horatio Nebave, who be traveling to Guyenne as soon as the wind be picking up.
What kind of favor?
Oh, he be owing me from back when I was his captain.
Ah!
Would you cash in your favor with Nebave if I got your bird back?
Your bird. I forgot about
I
that.
be promising anything to get me friend back.
It be a deal.
Bird, bird, bird. Bird's the word. Bird, bird, bird. Bird's the
later.
word.
If I'm not-
Bird, bird. Bird's the word. Bird, bird. April's diary. What the hell did she say? Okay. Got that. The old sailor down by the docks agreed to help me get a ride south on the White Dragon if I help him get his bird back. How difficult can that be? I keep wondering how much he really cares about that bird. However, if he was willing to risk gamble it away in a game of cups, but hey, that's none of my business. Alright, we're gonna save again just because. Alright, so big boat. City. In there. Marketplace. Stalls. Talk to you.
How about a game of cups today?
Can you tell me again?
An antique Domari canter from Gien.
Talking bird. Let's
Okay, let's go.
Just place your bet, investment, on the table and the game will begin.
okay. I can't. Can I? No, come back here. Okay.
I got a whole handful of these Arcadian iron coins.
How about a game?
Let's
Okay,
go.
just-
No, come here.
I'll try one more.
Keep your eyes on the cup. Now, you guess which cup hides your coin. If you get it right, you win another coin. 3 in a row, and you win a prize.
There's got to be something I could look at.
Hey, that cup moved.
Oh.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Oh, therefore it's
It's gotta be this one.
that one.
That's correct, but that's...
Gotcha.
You used magic, didn't you? You used
No.
your magic wand.
It's not a wand.
Nah, your amulet didn't light up, did it?
No, but it's impossible.
Because you use magic yourself? Because nobody's supposed to ever win your game? They have a name for people like you, sir. Con artist.
What? I'm outraged. I'm outraged.
Whatever. I want my prize.
Prize? You don't get a prize for winning once. Especially when you're cheating. You cheat.
You want me to call the city guard? I demand a prize.
Oh, by the gods of gambling. Here, take this and leave me be.
But the bird. I want the bird.
A calculator? Where did you get this?
Oh, I don't know. Won it off some guy who got it from someone else who's supposedly been in stock. It's it's a valuable souvenir from the mysterious and elusive world of logic. Now, would you please let me be? Let someone else play. Yes,
but I have a calculator.
Strangely enough, it's an old-fashioned calculator, like the ones they used back in, like, the Elizabethan times.
Okay. Oh, maybe I can give this to Brian. Be like, here's a calculator, man. Have fun. No? Really? Okay.
Great view. Back home, a place like this would easily set you back tens of millions. Here, it's probably free.
Alright. What happens if we try to play again?
I'm not talking to you, you cheat!
It's a talking bird.
I need to figure out...
Did you make your delivery to Tunlayak at the Journeyman? Buy them.
No, I want to
Did you
talk.
buy them?
Damn it.
I'm not talking.
I wonder if that's supposed to be... That's the...
Okay. Did I do it wrong? Was I supposed to do it after 3 or something? Well, no, I have to win 3 in a row. Doesn't make sense. Can I...
I'll make a trade with you. My magic wand for one of your prizes, and then I'll leave your game alone.
What's the catch?
No catch. You get a magic wand, and I get one of your exotic prizes.
All right, fair enough. Which prize would you like?
The bird.
The talking bird.
That scraggly heap of... A fantastic choice, young lady. Hold on a second and I'll get him for you. A fantastic choice, and I really, really mean that.
Sweet. Give me the bird. Yay, bird! Bird, 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 bird's a word. Bird, bird. Why did I just put the bird in my pocket! I just actually fucking put the bird in my pocket.
So,
What the
your
fuck? is-
bird, huh?
Yeah. Wait a second. Did the old man send you to get me?
Oh my
I
god.
guess he did. My name's April.
Oh, God, is there no escape? I mean, not that I like being cooped up in a cage for gamblers to gawk at and children to spit at all day, but give me a break. It's better than being locked away in a stinking chest. Thanks a whole bunch for rescuing me, April.
You're
No
welcome.
problem.
No, hey, that's not what I meant. I was being sarcastic. Do you know what sarcastic means? Speak all tongue? Yes, hmm?
You didn't want to be?
Actually, I don't. I speak English.
English? English? I don't know where you're from, lady, but you're weird. Okay, so let me go already, alright? Enough with the I'm human so I can boss the bird around shtick. We're all impressed.
Sorry, I promised the old man I'd win you back. I need a favor from him badly.
So you don't want to
Yeah.
go back?
So what's so important you'd sacrifice a bird's happiness and well-being?
Saving the
The
world?
fate of 2 worlds, billions of people, and the balance.
Yeah? So, no, forget it.
So were you always just Bird? Or did you have a better name?
No, it's always been Bird. My full name is That Damn Bird. I learned that when I was 2 weeks old. That damn bird, the old man would say. No good ball of feathers? Then he beat me with a stick.
Aw.
No. He'd just stick me in the chest and forget about me. Which is almost as bad as beating, believe you me.
I'm sorry to hear that, Bird. You know, if you were my bird, I think I'd call you Crow.
Yeah, well, I'm my own bird, lady, and I don't... Crow. You'd call me Crow? That's a pretty good name. It's a proper name, at least, not just an insult.
Anyway, I guess I'd better get you back to your master bird. He's pining for you.
All he's pining for is coin to gamble with.
It's really none of my business. Sorry.
Sure you are.
What?
It's Crow.
Alright, well, let's go fucking bring him back. We just shoved a bird in our pants. It's okay. Nothing to see here, just a bird in our pants. And some up here. And boop. Boop, 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 boop.
Here's your bird, sir. It wasn't easy, but I got him back. I sure hope you're grateful.
Aw.
Bird, blessed be the balance, me faithful friend and companion be back.
No, not back in the chest, not in the chest!
What? He really just did that?
How can you help me get passage on a ship?
I be a man of me word.
Oh my god.
Speak ye with Captain Horatio Nebervale, the White Dragon, the ship behind yous. Tell him Umbrianos be sending yous to cash in on that old favor he be owing me.
Thanks, old man.
The bird. But bird. But bird. But bird. 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 Bird.
Eh?
Bird. Bird.
See you later.
Really? Really? Oh my god. Talk to him.
Hello.
Seriously.
You know old Umbrianos, don't you?
The old drunk? Aye, he be a good captain once. But ever since he lost his ship, he hasn't been much worth to anyone.
Be that as it may, you do owe him a favor, right?
Aye, that I do. He saved my life more than once. And I wouldn't be captain of this beautiful lady if it weren't for him.
Guess what? I'm here to cash in on that favor.
I'll be damned. What did you do for the old geezer? Promise him your hand in marriage?
Got him his bird.
Don't you mind that, old boy. Just get ready to sail south. You're giving me a lift to the island of Elias. I mean, since you're already heading for Gyan.
I am? That could prove a little tricky.
How come?
For one, there is no wind. That accursed alchemist up north has put some kind of spell on the wind. Clax, I believe his name is. Roper Clax. Lives in a bloody rock somewhere beyond Riverwood. As long as he's got his dirty claws on the wind, this vessel ain't going nowhere. Then there's a little problem with my crew. I can't very well leave the harbor without a navigator, and my last one decided he didn't much care for the sea anymore and went off to marry a serving maid.
But...
Good for him.
Okay. Let's say I manage to free the wind and find you a new navigator. Then will you drop me off on Elias?
You think you will be able to defeat Clax, free the wind, and find me a new navigator? By Jaw's pus-filled left eye, if you do such a trick, then I'll take you wherever you wish to go.
All right.
Most likely they'll be holding your funeral within the week, girl. Just leave the madman be and let the army deal with him.
Never you mind. As long as you keep your promise and take me to Elias.
What's with Elias, anyhow? It's been deserted for hundreds of years, ever since the Dolmari fell victim to the Great Plague.
I need to visit the Elation people, to listen to some of their stories.
As if there aren't enough stories here. Huh. It takes all sorts, that be for sure.
Hello, Horrid Jack. April's diary. I've turned into everybody's little errand boy, girl, person. I do one favor for one person, and boom, I'm running around the entire Northland solving people's problems. This time it's some whacked out magician, sorry, alchemist, up north somewhere. He has, get this, captured the wind. How the hell do you capture the wind? I mean, I could just wave my hand a bit and voila, instant wind, but who am I to argue? Magic's never really been my forte, so I don't have a choice. I'll have to travel north, try to talk to this alchemist, this Roper Clax guy, into releasing the wind, and then come back here. I don't even know how much time we have left before chaos destroys the worlds, but I'll have to hurry, and since I'm not particularly familiar with the lay of the Northland, so to speak, I'll need a map. Alright. Well, that was totally a thing. So we're going to save our game. Poor Crow. So yeah, let's see if well, let's go back and tell him that he'll do it, but we need to finish it. Nope, can't tell him anything. Okay. No, I want to go over here. And then to the city. I need a map. So I need to go back. Oh, there's the road north. Sweet. I guess we could just jump right over there then. Yes, a long time ago we were in our underwear, but we found clothes since then. Oh, okay, I wanted to, okay.
It's a farmhouse. It's some kind of cattle, but not the kind of cattle they breed in Kansas.
We were warped to Arcadia. We shifted in the middle of the night in our underwear, and we arrived here in Arcadia. And then a kind lady in a tavern gave us clothes. So we're no longer in our underwear.
Weird cattle.
Into the forest, into the forest.
It's a small barn.
Oh, Crow. We go, okay. Whoa. Forest. Mercuria. I wonder if we can just go in here without having a map. Probably not, but...
It's a discarded wagon wheel.
Oh boy. The crow! What are you doing?
Do you always travel like you got a two-headed Besparian nymphate on your tail? I couldn't keep up half the time.
Crow, is that you?
Are you gonna help me?
Of course, there was that pair of stunning robin redbreasts. Twins, did you know? Not as if I could just leave them without a kiss or two. Or 12, as it turned out. Maybe I'm just out of shape after being stuck in boxes and cages and knapsacks for the past 20 years.
I guess it is you.
Of course it's me! How many birds do you know with both good looks and a sense of humor?
None.
You got a sense of humor? No, funny. Nah, that's funny.
What are you doing here, Crow?
What am I doing here? What am I doing here? How about a nice to see you, Crow, or I've missed you so much, Crow, or at least a glad to see you out of that chest, Crow?
I would have said the latter.
It is nice to see you, Crow. How did you escape?
Cunning, milady. Of course, that keg of Androgen stone liquor the old geezer got his hands on didn't hurt. I've never seen such a shameful display of public drunkenness in my life. Well, not since the last time I had a thimble full of wine. Phew, boy, were those ladies in for a surprise. When they were told I could talk, I'm sure they didn't count on my encyclopedic knowledge of Dolmari obscenities. The old man was gonna gamble me away again, you know. Went straight back to the cups handler after the, celebration. So, I decided to split before they put me back in the cage. That place was like a prison without the amenities. And let's not even mention the food. Did you ever try roasted Elguan dung?
Ew!
Don't ever. So, I pecked a button here and some soft tissue there and fled. I had nowhere else to fly, so I decided to join you on your, quest. It sounded like a spot of good old-fashioned fun, like a Bird Zone adventure. It's not as if I came after you because I like you, though. You don't have any feathers.
Oh, come on now.
Thank God for that. Okay, if you want to join me, I wouldn't mind some company. I'm guessing you'll be using your wings, though, and not your feet?
Obviously.
The ground's no place for a free spirit like myself, baby. Besides, I hear there are a lot of good-looking birds in this forest, and let me tell you, they don't parade about on the ground like winged chickens. Just try to slow down once in a while. Let me catch up.
Sure.
But how do I get your attention if I need to talk to you?
Can you whistle? Like this?
Sorry. But wait a second, I got a little flute. I could use it to call you.
I'm not a sheepdog. Let's get that straight. You play your tune, and I'll consider your request. I won't be flapping to attention like a tame soldier hawk.
Okay.
Deal. We better get moving, though. It's getting late.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll try to keep an eye out ahead in case there's trouble.
Thanks, Crow. Such a good crow. Such a good bird flapping animation. I'm pretty impressed. Gotta save. Monday, July 31st. I have no idea what year it is in Arcadia. On the road north. I made a friend. He's very nice, very funny, and he's a bird. A talking bird. Crow. Bird. Or, can't read that. He's not actually a crow, but he reminds me of one, and his personality is a lot like Crowboys, my favorite cartoon character. He escaped from his owner, or captor to be honest, and decided to join me on my little adventure. I'm just so happy I have somebody to talk to, and with luck he'll be able to help me out once in a while as well. We agreed that I'll use my flute to call on him whenever I need him. You may not be able to tell from my writing, but there's a big silly grin on my face right now. It's amazing. Okay. Into the forest. I hear noises. What is that? Oh, is that the dude that showed up in the cafe with the flute? That's totally that dude.
Oh dear. Oh dear me. Please, human, don't kill me and skin me. I haven't even sung to the soil yet.
Don't worry, I'm not going to kill you or skin you.
Oh my. That is good news. Very good indeed. Who are you?
Are you like a
My
mole
name's
person?
April. What's yours?
In my language, it's Bandu Umana Banta Au Rubana Bitana Benort. It means the little one who tries hard to live up to his father who sings to the soil.
Oh,
That's a
okay.
mouthful. So,
Can I just call you,
do I
like,
call you?
Bob or something?
You can call me Ben Bandu, the sad little one. Banda is the name of my people. We are the little ones.
Oh. Holy crap, what a mouthful. Bada banda banda bada banda 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 banda.
aren't your people called the Mole People?
That's what the city dwellers and farmers call us. They say it with sharp tongue. Moles.
He
Dirt
might be.
diggers. They don't like us very much. Our given name is Banda, the little ones. Or the Banda Banta, the little ones who sing to the soil.
How do you sing to the soil?
When we're old enough, and we found our voices, we just sing, and the earth shapes itself to our needs. We live in harmony with the earth, just like the birds do with the air.
Why are you sad, Ben Bandu?
I'm looking for my brother. He's been gone in the forest for many days, and I've not heard him sing to us. Our people don't walk about the forest much. It's too dangerous for us. You haven't seen my brother, have you? He's short, about my height, with a tan coat and a mischievous glint in his eye.
Oh, did he show up in the cafe?
The first Banda I've met.
Oh dear. I hope he's all right. A lot of our people have disappeared this summer.
Oh boy.
What happened to the Banda that disappeared?
We don't really know. But there's something evil in this forest. Something that doesn't like the Banda. I shouldn't be out here looking, but I must find my brother.
If I see him, I'll let him know you're looking for him.
Oh, thank you. Thank you ever so much.
Good luck on your search, Ben Bandu. Sad little one.
And the best of luck to you, April. Please, if you see my brother, tell him to come home. We're all so very worried.
Oh. Poor little Ben Bandu. Oh. Oh. I guess I'm calling the crow. Automatically. Here comes the crow. Look for Ben Bandu's brother for me, would ya?
Hey, Crow, would you mind doing me a favor?
I was having this tete-a-tete with a pretty young sparrow, but hey, Crow at your service. Did you say favor? Oh, sure thing, unless it's something extremely... No, make that even remotely dangerous. I don't like dangerous.
It's not dangerous.
Not at all. Just scout out the forest from your vantage point. See if you can find Ben Bandu's brother.
Ben who?
The mole I just met. I thought you were supposed to be watching me. Didn't you pay attention?
No. Mole, you said. They're savages, the lot of them. You eat birds, even.
Crow, I eat birds. You probably do, too.
Yeah, I love a roasted duckling and a tangy orange. Oh, well, yeah, I see your point. Looking for a lost mole, then, are we?
Yeah, and they're called the Banda.
I never got into that whole PC thing. It's not Tyrox, it's the tyrant. Don't say chicks, say birds. Don't say birds, say women. I don't know. It's all a little too complicated for a simple man of the air like myself.
Just go look for the lost Bandu, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I like Crow. He's awesome. Okay. So let's read our diary again. I had my first encounter with a Banda today, saying Mole Man is apparently like a racial epithet and the big no-no with these people. His name was Ben Bandu. He was a really sweet man, or boy, or whatever he was, I can't really tell, but he was sad. Ben had lost his brother in the forest, and he was looking for him. I told him I'd keep my eyes open, and I urged Crow to do the same. I hope he's alright, because if he isn't, this forest is probably not such a friendly place after all. Yeah, probably not, though. Well, guys, I think this is where my journey is going to end for tonight, simply because Tired. Very tired. Lot of text tonight. But we got quite a bit done, almost 3 hours, and we will be continuing this on Thursday. So be sure to tune back in on Thursday, and we'll play more of The Longest Journey as well as Friday. So hopefully we can get as much as we can possibly done of this game, because we're going to be wrapping this up soon, hopefully, because starting October we're going to be going into a whole new events, well, a whole new game. So if we're not done with this by the time the October streams happen, then I'll have to kind of put it on hold for a little bit. So thank you, Foxy, and have a good rest of the week. I'll see you Thursday, and I'll see you guys next time as well. So take care, everybody. Have a good night, good weekend, good day, and bye-bye.